Good morning, it's 4:37. In farm news, about half of the contiguous U.S. is in some form of drought. That's about the same as a year ago, but it's creeping into the Dakotas and Minnesota. Southeast North Dakota, northeast South Dakota, and western Minnesota are in moderate drought. This is an increase over a week ago. No precipitation fell last week, and temperatures were below average in the northern plains and upper Midwest until the weekend and early this week. The frozen soil and snow melt, which in some areas was as much as 2 to 5 inches of snow water equivalent, will help. There was not that much water in the snow in the southern valley, and now it's gone. The greatest increase in drought appears to be in Wisconsin. Because of recent rains, improvements were reported in Texas, Louisiana, and in the lower Mississippi Valley. A case of highly pathogenic avian influenza found in an Arkansas turkey farm. The confirmation Wednesday of H5N2 caused stocks of Tyson and Pilgrim's Pride to fall sharply. Over the weekend, Missouri officials reported cases in 2 turkey farms in southern Missouri. The Arkansas case just across the border in northern Arkansas's Boone County. This follows findings in Minnesota, confirmed March 9th, and Missouri, confirmed Monday. As in those states, Arkansas officials have quarantined the infected farm. The remaining birds will be killed. The virus believed to travel in waterfowl and other wild birds in the central migratory water flyway. China, South Korea, and South Africa are among the nation now with import bans in place. A decision on the U.S. appeal of the country of origin labeling ruling will have to wait till late May. The World Trade Organization says the WTO appellate body has been drowning with cases and unable to move any more quickly. National Farmers Union says the U.S. continues to challenge the original WTO decision that found Cool in violation of world trading rules. Group's current argument for country of origin labeling is an Auburn University study that showed Canada's egg industry suffered no damages because of the U.S. country of origin labeling law. 6 states are challenging California's law that places hen cage size restrictions on any shell eggs sold in the state, no matter where in the world they are produced. Officials from Missouri, Alabama, Iowa, Kentucky, Nebraska, and Oklahoma have filed a lawsuit against California last year, but a federal district court in the state dismissed the case in October. That allowed the law to be implemented January 1st this year. The American Farm Bureau Federation filed a friend of the court brief Wednesday, which supported the appeal, arguing that a California law that regulates ag production in other states is unconstitutional. The Congressional Research Service estimates that compliance costs between $25 and $30 per hen. Farm Bureau points out that for a medium-sized farm with 300,000 hens, cost would be between $8 and $9 million. Lower corn prices could be hurting more than just farmers. As we found out this week, Titan Machinery has announced layoffs and some store closings, 2 of them in South Dakota. The West Fargo-based company blames less agricultural revenue in part for its reduction plan. Reporter Eric Schaffhauser has more.
With Titan Machinery consolidating some locations, this store outside Britain is one that isn't open anymore.
Obviously, we're an ag-driven community, and something like this, it's a kick in the gut. I mean, there's 10 or 15 people that lost their jobs on short notice that weren't expecting that.
There are other employment opportunities in the community, but if an industry heavily tied to ag is showing stress, it can be concerning for a rural town. When grain prices go down, farmers don't spend as much. According to an economist with the South Dakota Bureau of Finance and Management, sales tax revenue on farm equipment is down 22% during this fiscal year compared with last year.
If things don't improve or prices on the farmers' commodities don't go up and their expenses go down, we've got another serious problem ahead of us.
Tom Farber works with economic development in Britain and is in the banking industry. He says the impact of a place like Titan closing trickles down through the local economy. For example, farmers going to a different Titan location won't be coming through town as often and spending money here. With 40% of Britain's workforce driving more than 25 miles to town, Scott Amundsen with Glacial Lakes Area Development calls an economic impact here regional.
Now, along with fewer ag sales, Titan also points to what it calls a slowly rebounding construction industry and a challenging international climate. Next week is National Ag Week, and Wednesday is National Ag Day. March 18th marks the 42nd anniversary of National Ag Day, a day dedicated to celebrating agriculture and all those who feed our world, care for crops and livestock, and bring awareness to ag production. The National Ag Day program is to encourage Americans to, quote, understand production, how food and fiber products are produced, value the essential role agriculture plays in providing safe, abundant, and affordable products, and appreciate the essential role of agriculture in maintaining a strong economy. So, next week, farmers, tell your story. It's 4:43. Right after the break, we're coming back to check the weather for the weekend and U.S. and local soil temperatures.